Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please note that this is not financial advice. I'm only here to entertain you, but I will say this. Try to only buy on those red candles. And tonight, in the court of the queen, we will have Girl Talk Stocks Elizabeth. However, she is a little tardy to the party, which is totally okay. She's a nurse, so there is a chance that she got hung up a little bit at the hospital. So we do forgive our nurses. That's absolutely totally fine. But one of the reasons that I wanted to bring Elizabeth on is because you guys all know PabloCRO, who is a big general in the VoltArmy, along with Power, and they want me to start bringing in more feminine energy into the VoltArmy. And I figured, a really great asset in the crypto space when it comes to women in crypto is Elizabeth, Girl Talk Stocks. She's very active in the Elon community and she has her own YouTube channel. Her channel is linked down in the description. So please make sure that you subscribe to her channel and check her out. She's very smart. She's very funny. She's very sweet. She's very nice. And she just hosted her first AMA last night. So that was very exciting for her. But she is a little late here. But I wanted to bring her in, kind of introduce her to Volt Inu the way that Pablo and Power had done for me last week. Can you believe it was already a week ago that happened? I went on to my first AMA and I was able to ask them anything that I wanted about Volt Inu. And then not a week later, they had their flawless migration to their new smart contract. It was perfect. Went off without a hitch. And here she is. Let's bring her in right now.
Hey, everybody.
What is up, Girl Talk Stocks? How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited.
My pleasure. So happy for you to be here. So, how was work? Did you get hung up a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. I was like, come on, Relief. Let's go. Let's go, girl.
That's understandable. I was telling everybody that I'm trying to recruit you into the Volt Army. That
Yeah.
last week I had gone on Pablo Crow's channel and I wasn't even 100% sure why I was even there. But then I quickly found out, he had all of these people coming in and they were talking about Volt Inu. And, there was just so much love from the Volt community. And they want me to start bringing in some more ladies from cryptocurrency in the crypto space to kind of
Yeah.
talk about Volt Inu and what a great project it is. So I know you were really paying attention to the
Yeah.
migration this past weekend, and I heard you made yourself a nice little bag.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Everybody wants a nice little bag, right? When it comes to their investments, and you made that with Voltino. And
Yeah.
everybody, I think, did. I mean, because the chart, let me share my screen, but the chart has done nothing but go up and up and up. Normally, when you have a migration, you see people just starting to sell off, you know? They just
Mm-hmm.
start dumping and look at
That's
those.
healthy, in my opinion. Like a
That is a
healthy
really
wall.
healthy chart. And for a
Mm-hmm.
migration, that is so rare. It's very
Mm-hmm.
rare. There was another project, I hate to bring up names, but there was another.
I already know. I already know.
They migrated on over to a new smart contract, and I think their price now is lower than it was at time of launch. So that's a little
Ouch.
depressing. So being that
Ugh.
Volt Inu has maintained its price point and even continued
Mhm.
momentum, it's absolutely crazy. I
It
mean,
is.
Elizabeth, look at this chart. I mean, these people that took these red candles right here, these profits, whatever they took, they're going to regret it because we are
Yeah.
headed. Did you know we're going on 10 exchanges?
I saw that on, Pablo's Twitter or I think it was his Twitter. He's on doing his live right now, and I saw that, and I was like, "Oh, crap. That's awesome. I'm so glad I bought in when I did." You did an AMA with them.
Yes, it was last week.
So,
Is he live right now?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's why probably I can't understand it. I was like, "Where is everybody?" But you know what? We're on different time zones. So when
Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going live at 10." And he's like, "Oh, okay, good, because I'm going on at 9." And I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, okay." But he must have forgotten that I'm in Eastern. I'm in the Eastern
Yeah.
time zone. So Maddie B says you need exchanges for volume if you ever want to tier one. And that's absolutely what's happening. They're
Mhm.
going to launch on to 10 exchanges. It was supposed to be nine, but they had an exchange reach out to them and say, we want your
I'm
project
not
to be listed
surprised.
on our exchange, which is so rare. Normally
Uh-huh.
exchanges don't do that. And the exchange that they're going to be on, let me think. I have it written down on my cheat sheet over here.
Yes, tell me because I was like when I saw that, I said, "No way. What's going on? What's going on?" Good, I'm glad you have it. Tell us, tell us.
It's BTC Alpha, and they do like $40 million a day in volume, which is small for an exchange, but
But
it's an exchange that was just like a freebie. It was thrown in there, it was an extra. So we have that one and 9 others that are going to be lined back to back to back. And that's what you want to see. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Did you
mhm.
listen to the AMA on the Twitter channel?
No, I didn't get to. I was working. I was so bummed.
So
Trying
it
to
was
catch up with it all.
I know, isn't it hard? It really is, especially when you're in
Mhm.
so many different projects. Like, I
Yeah.
just left a Twitter space with Archie Nico, and I got on there at 8, and I'm like, I gotta go." Like, I'm, like, putting on my makeup as I'm listening to it and, like, trying to participate, and there's
Uh-huh.
just so many things that you have to do to, like, stay on top of everything and learn about these different projects
At the
and new
same
projects.
time.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's
And
absolutely
network
crazy.
and, like yeah, it's fun, it's a grind, but it's fun.
It is fun, but yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. It is such a grind, and sometimes it can really beat you down, but, you just think of, "Okay, I'm here to help people, and I'm here to make money."
Yeah,
Like, the number one reason why everybody is even in this crypto space, it's to make money, to secure ourselves financially for the
yeah,
future so that we don't have to be those people like our grandparents that, when they were growing up and in their adulthood, they didn't have
yeah.
things like 401(k)s and investments. They're
Nope.
like, "Oh, we'll just live off Social Security." And,
Mhm.
how well did that turn out? Of course, they did, but they lived very meagerly. They
Yeah,
were living paycheck to paycheck, basically, on that Social Security, and you see that and you're like, "Man, I don't want that to be me." Like, I wanna make sure
exactly.
I'm taken care of, that my family is protected. So anyway, it was an AMA that was hosted by, of course, Pablo Crow and Power, right? And they were talking to the people that did the migration. So it was conversation with Everrise. And so
Okay.
now the dev of Voltaino is unknown. We only know him as Voltoshi.
Okay, now that makes sense. I was like, "Who is Voltoshi?" Like, what? Okay, okay, that makes sense. So he's the lead guy, but does he have, like okay, they said the developer, though, was is that the one? No. Gosh, there's so many. The, developer of Floki, is that true?
I don't know. Like, all I know is he's Voltoshi and
Uh-huh.
nobody knows who he is.
Oh.
Like, there's people that know who he is, but they're not allowed to say who he is. Like, he's just known to us as
Uh-huh.
Voltoshi. As a matter of fact, when I got off Pablo's AMA,
Mhm.
like, we end the stream and then we kind of all hang out in the room for a little bit. We say, "Oh, thanks for having it," goodbye. So that's when he's like, "Yeah, we want you to talk about Volt on your channel. We want to recruit you into the army." And I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, okay." I was like, "Well, is there any chance that I could, speak to the developer?" And it got all quiet. And I was like, "Oh, am I not supposed to ask that?" They're
Like
like, "He's just not doxed and, he's very on the down low." And I'm like, it makes me feel a little uneasy, but
Mhm.
then I know Power talks to him, Pablo talks to him, Bleaves talks to him, and I think
Oh,
there's a
Bleeves does
chance
too.
that if we talk about him enough and, like, we come into the fold, we might talk to him, but that would be, like, an honor if we get to talk to Voltoshi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's super exciting. So
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, I'm sure they do. But we know this. So being that he's not a docs dev, people get nervous when there's
Mhm.
not docs devs because one of the big things that I always tell my people whenever they're looking to invest into a cryptocurrency is make sure that the devs are doxed. Now, here I am promoting this cryptocurrency that the dev is not doxed, but
What are you doing, Tammy?
I know I'm breaking my own rule, right?
It's okay.
Yeah,
There's a
and
reason.
y I think there is, because
Mhm.
like I said, we're here to make money, and there's a huge potential of making some money with VoltArmy because look, if you got in the day of the launch,
Mhm.
during the migration, if you bought in early, look where you'd be right now. Like,
Yeah.
it ate a 0 the day after. So oh, look who's in the chat. Hey, hey, it's Bobby Joe. Bobby Crypto Granny.
Crypto Granny.
Crypto
Hi,
Granny's
Crypto
back in the
Granny.
house. How's it going? So, yeah, so during that AMA,
Mm,
Everrise, they're the people that handled the migration and they did a really great job. It was flawless. It went off without a hitch. And they said that they actually met Voltoshi. So this is what
Oh,
he did to kind of put people's fears at ease. He signed his ownership. He made a smart contract about it, and Everrise now has this thing where it's known as a vault. So what he did was he put or a contract locker is what it's known as. So he
okay.
put the ownership of Vault Inu into this locker.
Okay.
So Vault Inu is definitely secure. So let's say, at any time somebody could, it's obviously safe with Everrise, but like say something should happen to this dude, they've got the contract of the owner. So it would be
Oh,
okay.
okay. See, I didn't know that. That makes me feel really good though.
Yeah, they just announced that on the AMA, and that was yesterday on their Twitter space. Thank you, Rowdy. Hey, Rowdy, I feel so bad because I normally would never put up my video competing with PabloCRO, but we're on different time zones. And I'm like, hey, I'm doing mine at 9. And he's like, hey, I'm doing mine at 10. But with the time zones, it got messed up. Like we just messed it up. But one of the things that I wanted to know, you know, what is the utility of the
Mhm.
token? Not only, I mean, we have the opportunity to make money. Like I said, if we look at the chart, we can see where it's going, and we still have 9 exchanges to go.
That's
9
crazy.
exchanges to go.
I'm
When
so glad I bought when I bought. I'm just saying. Like, that's exciting. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. Like, I know a lot of people didn't pay attention to the migration, but like you said on your live, people work and they can't stay in the telegrams all the time. So that there is a reason, but I mean, I get the other side too, why some people are saying, well, be responsible about your own investment. But my question is, so I had to send some tokens to that wallet, and like I listened to one of their AMAs that day, and they said, he will send them back. And some people were getting stuff, their tokens sent back already. So, but yeah, sorry, I just had to.
I hear you. So you got it all squared away?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I did. And I'm just excited to be in on it like that. It happened, like, I don't know, it was just by chance, and I feel blessed, honestly, that I got down that low. 'Cause I feel like the people that sold right there at the
Oh,
top,
yeah. They got
they
wrecked,
got wrecked.
right?
That was the word, yeah, they got wrecked.
They got wrecked. Maddie B says, reason some devs don't dox is if a project goes bad, their name isn't associated with that bad project and they still will have work. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's one of the main reasons I would say, definitely.
yeah.
But, so what happens when we launch onto an exchange? It always blows up on that exchange.
Yeah.
Always, because people feel more comfortable with buying
Mhm.
on exchanges. Like your average regular person would much rather buy an exchange than a wallet because maybe they don't even know how to do it. Maybe they don't know how to fund the wallet, and maybe they don't know how to work Uniswap or PancakeSwap. Like, it's just easier for them to buy on exchanges. So
Yeah.
people wait for it to come on an exchange that they use. And there are so many exchanges. It's mind-boggling how many exchanges there are. Like, we feel like the only exchanges out there are the ones that we have, like Crypto.com,
Yeah.
Coinbase, Bitmart, LBank, Hotbit, Gate.io, which we don't have anymore because that closed up shop. And oh, thank you so much, Rowdy, with the $5 bomb. Vault community loves you, and we love you back. So, whenever it goes onto an exchange and more people have access to it, the price always goes up.
Always. It's
It
beautiful.
always goes up. So, the
Yeah.
potential of you earning money right now on a Vault Inu investment is a lot. Like, you're
Mhm.
definitely gonna make some money if you're holding Voltino at this price point, and if you were smart enough to get in the day of the migration, or if you were even
Yes.
smart enough to buy in the last contract during the last dip, you're sitting very pretty because they ate a 0, which
Yep.
is huge. That normally doesn't happen with migrations. People usually start selling off because
Yeah.
number 1, they're like, "Why are they migrating? It sounds iffy. I wanna get out." Or number 2, something goes wrong with the migration. Or
Mhm.
number 3, the migration is a cover for the dev to rug and
I
run.
I
They
feel
call it
like
rug and
it
run.
yeah, I feel like it was a seamless like they said, they used that word, seamless migration. It was, like, I didn't hear any problems. Everrise, I wish I woulda got into that last year when I saw it. I remember the day they launched or whatever, and then whenever I saw Vault Inu was on it, I said, "You're joking, right? This is why you get in on them." You know, try it, do your research and try it and throw something at it, and you never know, you know?
You never know. You never
Yeah.
know what can happen, but we know what's gonna happen here.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's definitely going places, and after this, I mean, we have 10 more exchanges to get onto. So that's only gonna go up from here, and
Yeah.
ooh, Awesome Austin with the $50 bomb. Thank you so much, Awesome Austin. You are the best. I love you too. I appreciate you a ton. I appreciate you a ton. And how about that joke where Rodney said that your wife was eating a bald eagle? What the hell's up with that? That was frightening. But of course, you have to know Rodney to know he's a bullshit artist. But a lot of people were believing it. They're like, is that legal? Can that happen? So his wife is ASMR fan. She's got an ASMR channel where she eats and people watch her eat.
Oh, okay, and
That's
she
her
just
jam,
posted,
dude.
right?
She's got
Like,
millions of subscribers. Like,
that's
he
crazy.
probably doesn't even have to have a channel and work. Like, she's totally the breadwinner, like the sugar mama. He makes good
Right?
money with investments too. Like, he's a solid investor, Awesome Austin.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure everybody knows his channel. So,
Mhm.
but if you don't, he's a wonderful, he gives great advice. He's always into projects really early. Please go check out Awesome Austin's channel. He's a huge supporter of Terrarium. They love him back. That is going to be an amazing investment too. But
Yeah.
his wife, if you like ASMR, if you like to watch pretty ladies eat, check out ASMR
I
fan.
mean, yeah, that's awesome. Good for her. Get it, girl.
Yeah. Eddie Turner says PabloCRO Tammy live. She didn't know your AMA was live at the same time. Could you send her a link? She's talking about Volt. Oh, I didn't know he was live, right? So, like I was
Yeah,
saying, normally I wouldn't do that. I would never compete with Pablo Crow because he's like a general in the VoltArmy, and he's
yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm going live too." I'm like, "I'm going live at 9 or 10." And he's like, "Oh, no, I'm going live at 9. You're fine." I was like, "Oh, okay." But he's in a different time zone. So it just
Mhm.
so happened that happened, but that's okay. So for anybody that's just joining now, one of the main reasons that I'm having the live stream is that Pablo Crow said, you know what? We need to get more lady generals into the Volt Army. There's just not enough ladies in crypto in general. So
Mm-mm.
let's try to bring some more feminine energy into the Volt Inu community. I mean, they do have a lot of chicks in there. A few of their whales are women.
Good for them.
Yeah, Avon is a big whale. So there's definitely a lot of female investors, but we need more female influencers to talk about it. So maybe, hey, maybe Bob Bobby Crypto Granny could be next week.
Crypto
Maybe
granny.
maybe she could talk. I could talk to her about Voltino, and she
Mhm.
can get it. Maddie B says women in crypto will be good.
She got
Yep.
us into Hex. I mean
Yep. Yeah. Oh, did you
yeah.
wind up getting into Hex?
Yep, I did.
I actually had the Joker on, and I wound up staking. I bought the hex and then I staked it.
Good for
So
you.
that was really cool. But, yeah, so at that AMA on Twitter, they did talk about the fact that that ownership is locked up in that vault. So that should make everybody feel nice and secure. And
Mhm.
then I said to Pablo, I was like, okay, well, I know Voltino is a huge community token, but Pablo, you can't just have a community token. Like, there's got to be some kind of utility. And he's like, the utility's going to come. He's like, we had to wait until the V2. He's like, could you imagine if we had a bunch of people staking and then we tried
Oh.
to migrate the contract? It would have been a nightmare. So they were smart to kind of hold off on that
Yeah,
until the migration went through.
that would've been
So
too
that,
heavy.
yeah,
Mhm.
that is going to be coming down the pipe there with, you'll be able to stake your tokens. They're also going to have a wallet and a dApp where you can buy Vault Inu with your debit card or your credit card, fiat.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
yep. And there's just so much. And then I said, "Well, where's," I know at one time I heard that Voltoshi had bought, like, a bunch of Tesla stock and that
Mm.
he was kind of, like, accumulating some NFTs and all this stuff.
Mhm.
Where would I be able to go to see that? Just in case somebody says to me, "Well, what else do we got besides 10 exchanges coming," as if that wasn't enough. Because
Yeah.
if you're just in it to make money, it's definitely gonna happen with 10 exchanges coming down the pipe. But he did send me a link to their OpenSea where
Mhm.
we could actually check out some of the NFTs that they've bought.
Okay,
So
let's
let me go
see.
ahead and see if I can
It piques
go.
my interest that they believe Elon Musk is a part of it. Because, the community I am heavily involved in, like, they think that also, and so I think it's interesting how, how you never know. You never know.
You do never know because, I mean,
Mhm,
he's been talking about, he's the godfather of Dogecoin, they feel
mhm.
like. And what would be the chances that he's not involved in some kind of crypto project? Slim. Like, you feel like he's into something, he's not telling what it is, but I mean,
Yeah.
so there's always the possibility that that's true.
Yeah.
So let's scroll down and check out some of the NFTs that Vault Inu has acquired here.
Oh, their artwork's so awesome.
And I think, obviously, it looks like Cyber Factory. Now, I'm not a gamer, so
Mhm.
if this is like a component of a game, I'm not gonna freaking know what it is. What what utility it has, what game it's in, what it's for. Maybe that's like a pad that's going to be in the metaverse, because don't forget, anything that's in the metaverse has to
Mhm.
be an NFT. It's gotta be an NFT. So
Uh-huh.
maybe that's like a little, I don't
That's a
know, is it
cool
like
little
in an apartment
apartment.
complex or something in the metaverse? I don't know.
Nice
But right
apartment.
now, right, I don't know what he paid for it, but right now it's worth 1.5 ETH.
What? It comes with a tour?
Yeah, look at that. That's insane.
That's so cool.
That is really cool. Like, I wanna live in there, right? I wouldn't mind
Right?
living in a place like that,
See that?
Like, when I go on my Oculus, I have all the different environments,
You
and I'm
have
like,
an
"I just wanna
Oculus
sit."
too?
Yeah, mhm.
I do too. We're nerds. It's
Beat
okay.
Saber, girl.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, and I don't talk
Get
shit
it.
about you on the internet. Never told it.
Yes.
At one time, I was ranked 212th in that song, the Billie Eilish pack. That was, I
See?
don't know what my rank is now, but at one time I was 212. I'm sure my ranking has fallen, but, you know, I get to say that. At one time, it was that. How
That's
come trying to back
awesome.
arrow out of this? Okay, oh, I guess you just have to scroll
Those are
down.
okay, those turtles, though, can you click that or dinosaur? Okay, so is that, like, gonna be a painting in the universe or metaverse, or is that, like, an INFT? Because on my channel, I have some INFT videos, and so now I'm learning about them, and when they look like that, kinda looks like it would be an INFT. Is that what it is, or is it just like a sticker?
Um, yeah,
Not a
I
sticker.
don't
Don't kill
know.
me, everybody who's into NFTs, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know too much about INFTs, so I can't answer that. I
Like,
don't
does
know,
it
but
move?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'll have to ask Pablo.
Ah,
So
yeah.
this I wonder if there's somewhere I could tap it to find that out. Properties. Here we go. Let's try here.
I hear your baby in the back.
Yeah, she's crying, and she
Aw,
better stop. Be's a good girl, honey. You know I'm live. She knows when I'm sitting here, I'm live.
of course.
So it's about J Punk's OG Rex. Let's hit details. Let's see. No, it doesn't really say. Maybe item activity. Let's hit that.
Oh,
No.
those are neat. Those are cool.
Yeah, I don't know. So it'll be interesting. Hey,
Mm.
I'm live. Just so you know. Don't flush the toilet. Don't flush the toilet. Yeah, so this one's cool
I
too.
love it. Yeah.
Oh, look at this one blowing bubbles. A little pirate guy.
Those are
This
cool.
guy's got a helmet. This one's smoking a cigar.
Is it a cigar though?
Is it a cigar or is it
Is
a blunt?
it?
Come on, maybe it's a blunt.
You just say it.
Yeah. Lazy Lions. Look at this one. It's worth almost 4 ETH now at this point.
Yeah,
That's
when I saw Lazy
crazy.
Lions, I was like, "That's gonna" I know that looks crazy, right? But I've seen other ones. I was like, they look like they would be worth something.
So price history, let's see like what was paid for it and how much it went up.
Oh, yeah, yep. See. I've had people send me NFTs, like some really cool Doglon Mars artists. They've sent me some. I feel very honored they sent me some. I was like, oh, that's cool because they like did it themselves. And that's all I know about NFTs is just like the send and receive right now.
That's cool. So it looks like it started at 0.74 ETH and now it's up to point 0.9. So little by little, it's
Uh,
eking up there, you guys. Little by little, we get some value here. So that's that. Now, what's this?
oh,
This
your
is one
camera
and a
went
half
out.
ETH. My camera went out. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay, is that like a scene, like a part of a town,
Yeah,
like
let's
your
hit
real
that and see
estate?
if like we get like a little
Yeah.
video of that thing.
I mean, that tour of the apartment, that was awesome.
Maybe not. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Huh.
Uh-huh.
We're both like, huh. No, I don't know what that is, but all I know is it's worth like about an ETH and a half, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
We got some of these doggy things. I mean, there's over 200 NFTs in this collection. And this one is worth almost 5 ETH.
Whoa!
This fancy bear is
That's a
worth 5
lot.
ETH almost.
That's a lot
That's
of ETH.
crazy, you guys.
Look, it better be able to talk or something. Like, I can put it to bed or it can put me to bed, something.
Yeah, really.
That is a lot of ETH. I love Ethereum too much, I guess. I mean, it's cool. It's all cool. I don't
It's
know.
hard to see the value.
Mhm.
Right? It's hard to understand what the value is going to be because as of right now, like I had Mrs. NFT Queen on, and she's like, "Listen, it's right now, she doesn't feel like there's much value in NFTs." She's like, "They're simple JPEGs. Like, how
Mhm.
can it get there? Like, how is that gonna function in the metaverse?" She's like,
Yeah.
"Now, NFTs that are, like, more popular, like the punks, the Bored Ape
Mhm.
thing, Any Ape and the dogs, like, those are all big." And I feel like these are he chose wisely when it
Mm.
comes to what NFT. So if anybody's just getting on right now, we are checking out the NFTs that are owned by Volt Inu. There's over 200 NFTs in this vault.
That
And
is
as
cool.
I'm scrolling down and through them, there's some that are crazy in value, and these two are, well, these three right here, 1.9 ETH each. This one's almost 3. Like, he made I
Oh,
don't know who picked him
cool.
out. I imagine it's Voltoshi. He made a wise decision when it comes to that. This car is amazing. I wanna jump
Whoa.
in this thing and drive
See?
it away.
Now
I wanna
that's worth
drive this
it.
thing home.
Yeah.
That thing truly looks like the
To your
Batmobile.
apartment.
Yep, to my cool apartment that I
Yeah.
wanna chill in.
Mhm.
So, this kind of if people are wondering, Okay, well, what is the utility besides just being a community token,
Mhm.
besides everybody just investing together, besides getting on 10 exchanges, besides the fact that, the ownership contract is going to be locked away in that
Their
vault,
buyback?
that locker. It's just amazing that
Yeah.
we've got this stuff,
Mhm.
and we know he's got Tesla stocks. He bought Tesla stocks. So now I don't get these fancy jar things. I don't know anything about them. Do you know anything about them?
Honey? Is it just like
Fancy honey jars.
I mean, you saw the one with rocks, right? Like different shades of rocks?
No. Did I
There's
just
a
scroll past that?
No, no, it's like a whole, like, NFT collection where it's, like, the same rock, but it's, like, just a different shade, each
Oh,
rock.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming up with NFTs for all kinds of things, but
Uh-huh. No,
it's
these
just
are
crazy.
cool. I love the dinosaurs. Those are my favorite.
The J punks.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are super cool. I do like the 3D looking ones. I think it,
Yeah.
kind of sets them apart from just the stale little JPEG NFTs. But
Mm.
if you're a Vault Inu holder, these are yours. I mean, you can't run away with it. You can't take it, but this is like an asset that's set aside for the token. And if you're a token holder, these are yours. Here's another cool thing.
That's so cool.
I don't know what,
I
you
know, I
know,
wanna know what this is. Does anybody in the chat know what it is? I can't see the chat for some reason.
you can't see the chat.
Mm-mm.
It looks like a convenient or an arcade, right? That looks like an arcade over there.
Yeah, it does.
Somebody's texting my phone. Let me just see who it is because I don't want to, if it's Pablo being like, bail, I'll do
Yeah.
it. But no, it doesn't look like it's. Oh,
Oh,
wait. PabloCRO sent me a link. Hold on a second.
okay.
He says, hold on. How am I going to do this now? We will be going live at 9. She's been wanting to talk. Hold on a second. Oh, no. Did he just send it? He just sent this link. How do we do this?
I mean, if you wanna jump over there, that's okay.
But no, because I wanna bring you. So how would I get you this link? Can I copy and paste this link? Like, can I stay on my channel and do his channel? And go on his? Is that
I was
possible?
wondering that if I could do that with mine and yours tonight, but I'm just, like, recording
Well,
it.
let me see if I can
Press
do it. Hold on a
record.
second. So,
I
I'm
pressed
going over to
record tonight.
StreamYard. I'm going over to StreamYard right now. So hold on, guys. We might be simulcasting. I
That'd
don't
be
know if it's
cool,
possible.
right? I'm just learning about all this stuff.
Can you hear him?
Mm,
Can you hear that his audio?
no.
Can you hear
Oh,
it now?
that's cool. No.
Shit.
I was wondering this. I'm glad we're doing this right now, and I'm glad
Why?
it's
Let me dump this screen share. Hold on a second.
okay. I
I'm
learned
gonna
about
have to
those
dump these out. Hold
yesterday.
on a second.
There's a lot to it, like the screen sharing and then the streaming and then having to remember this and that. That's oh man, yesterday.
Can you hear it now?
No,
Shit. How do I let me try to figure this out. I don't know. There's got to be a way to do it.
to stream it on your channel and his channel. Yeah. Right? There has to be. I'm gonna look at my phone. If anybody in the chat saying something, because I can't see the chat. Mm.
Shit. I'm gonna dump out of his StreamYard again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump every other link, and then I'm going to hit his link again.
Crypto Granny said you send him a link. He said he has to send both of you links. But we want it on her channel
Yeah,
though
we want to
too.
simulcast it. is the thing.
Yeah. I am recording it. I pressed record today. I will never do that again.
Hold on a second. I hit the wrong freaking thing. Hold on a second.
All right. You are doing great.
Shut up.
Oh, I love you. You're great.
Can you hear it? Can you hear him?
I can't.
You can't? Shit. Hold on a second.
Tell him to talk louder.
Okay.
You're like,
He's talking, so I have to, and he's got me live, so I have to be quiet, but
yeah.
I don't know how to bring, man, the power's going off, so I muted myself because I was trying to simulcast from my channel. Like, I was trying to, because when you said you were going live at 9, I was like, "Oh, that's okay because I'm going live at 10," but we're in different time zones. So then I'm like, I wonder where the VoltArmy is at because I have Elizabeth on my channel. Do you wanna bring Elizabeth onto your channel along with me? Alright, guys, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dump out of my channel. Can't do it. Can't do it. So if you wouldn't mind, please send the link to her Twitter as well.
That's cool. I'm excited.
I can forward it to her? Okay, so I'm gonna bail out of here, guys. I'll be back in a few with Girl Talk Stocks. Cool. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys. Oh, okay, she already bounced out. I am so sorry. Guys, no problem. You know what you do? You go over to PabloCRO's channel. And that's just his name, PabloCRO. Go on over to YouTube, go to his channel. Elizabeth and I will be over there live, and we will see you guys